The Mystery of Mildenhall Manor is the third episode of the amazing digital circus. In it, the crew goes to Mildenhall Manor, but Pomni and Keener are separated and have to do a scary adventure. Meanwhile, Kane puts Zooble in therapy. Shenanigans ensue. The episode opens with the gang testing Pomni's silly cartoon body by holding their breath because it's different for everyone. Pomni cycles through different colors, Keener glows, Ragatha's hair sticks up, Zooble's face spins, Jack's rather not says.
And Zooble turns straight.
My limbs straighten up and fuck off.
These two are dating. I love this scene because it's just them hanging out and also testing how Pomni works. It's something basic, but I love it when shows do this. And just like last time, Zooble's a little bit different. She's got a new wing thing, and she's got like the mirror to that orange arm, but now with a white glove. She has the black and white antennae and the chest circle thing from the pilot, but now she's got a unicorn horn and like a folded paper arm. But it's time for adventure! At spooky Mildenhall Manor, which might be a monster house. Zooble's uninterested again, which Kane is upset because he designed this to be mature for her.
What?
Play it back.
Oh!
I can't wait for all the children in the audience to get horrible nightmares from the monster.
Well, that sounds nice. They head into the portal. Pomni doesn't really like horror. But come on, Jack's got a vacuum cleaner. He's played Luigi Mansion. He knows how to ghost bust. And just in time, as a new ghost appears, but it's their guide. Unfortunately, Pomni's cartoon eyes don't zuck back in. They can either play Fly Ghost or Outlast. Jack kills the guide, and uses Zooble's comedy mask to find the ghost door, which Kinger accidentally takes Pomni down to get. Back with Zooble, she's put into therapy. To why does she not like this? But before we get to that, Keener and Pomni find distorted faces of them. Jax looks like Donnie Darko. The biggest, scariest face has the tape from Evil Dead explaining it, creating a sense of dread as Pomni is frustrated as always with this bullshit. But Keener found a dumbwaiter. It's like a small elevator for small items. Anyone seen Zavura? But playing another tape, and the lights go out, and they turn into 2D eyeballs, which are remarkably well animated. But then the face is alive. Pomni tries finding the key to the dumbwaiter, but Keener's distracted by the monster's deadlights. That's bizarre. But Pomni snaps him out of it, but oh no, the dumbwaiter's going down! Zooble's therapy is going about as well as you would imagine. She hates the adventures, and she's even having some gender issues. Even with a big box of parts. Should also be noted that Ashley came out as non-binary after the episode aired. Zooble admits that everyone hates the adventures, but Kane starts realizing, since he's a program that is only designed to create adventures, that would mean he's bad at the only thing he's... oh no. Pomner finds their way into the cellar, just like Evil Dead, and even get a shotgun. So they deal with a flying head and even a headless. Unfortunately, it turns out the monster was an angel, and they're going to hell for Angel Side. Meanwhile, Ragatha and Zooble are on a date with a ghost, and they have tea, and they're talking about boys, and they got Jax all tied up, girl shit. And before you start thinking we'll get a hell of a boss crossover, Pomni gets possessed. Honestly, not even one of her most traumatizing events. Keener saves her, and admits he's been in computer science for 7 years. I wonder if this will hint to he created Kane. Pomni's being Pomni, but Keener's not being Keener because being surrounded with darkness makes him think straight. Just like the bucket being on his head in the last episode, and the reason for this is because under the pillow fort he saw his wife getting abstracted. So yes, Queener is in fact his wife, but the darkness actually helped and settled Queener down, and even seeing a familiar face kind of soften the edges, so maybe there is a way to stop being abstracted. She was also into etymology, which is why Keener's interested in bugs. But paying off holding their breaths earlier, they make it through hell. They meet back up with the others. Pomni appreciates Ragatha.
Did you remember to get my comedy mask?
No i jak tam, moje skibidi sigmy?
Więcej nas tak nie nazywaj.
Every episode is just kind of like my new favorite, and this doesn't really break that streak. Keener's at his absolute best, showing that he does have more to him than he should have been abstracted years ago how crazy he is. I love the interactions with Pomni. His wife being abstracted is really touching. The horror elements are handled really well and are kind of spooky. And I love seeing more Zooble. Overall, I'll give this episode a 10 out of 10. It should also be noted that this is the first episode to air after the Digital Circus made an agreement to be on Netflix. The show is apparently still independent and will continue to be, and will air on both YouTube and Netflix. On one hand, it feels a little like, why bother, because it's still independent, and why would you ever want to watch something behind a paywall when it's legally not even pirated on YouTube for free? But on the other hand, that's also really cool for the indie animation scene because it's licensed by a big network and they didn't just take the series and ruin it. And it continues to be independent just with some money.
What do you, the viewers, think it is?
Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new.